My sugar daddy is homesick today. The one day that I choose to film, he's decided to be on a meeting, and he knows he's not allowed to work from home because this is my office. So he sent me a note asking if he could, and I requested silence. So clearly he didn't get the memo. So I want to tell you a story similar to West Side Story about a little island called Puerto Rico. Me and my entourage went to Puerto Rico for a little getaway, and it was interesting. Join us. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. It's the morning of my Puerto Rico trip. I'm going to see my true soulmate, my one and only love. Actually, I'm not going to see him. I'm not going to see him until December. So I'm going to his home so I could get to know a little bit more about him. So when I see him in December, like I have stuff to talk to him about.
Mommy's Bad Bunny is a murderer.
So we flew in JetBlue, which already starts the trip off bad because there's no first class. So, you know, we're one with the people. So you already are starting your trip off on an average note. So you fly in JetBlue, we flew into San Juan, and we went to our first Airbnb. The first Airbnb was in Condado, and it was a big, beautiful house. The listing looked like this. And here's what we actually went into. Oh, Uncle Maurice, can we catch you? Hey, can you give me what the score is, 1 to 10, on this Airbnb?
I would say, just like the real world, 7 people picked to live in a house together. 7. So we have 7 forks, or no, like 5 forks, 3 knives, 2 spoons. So like somewhere in that range.
So what's your 7 at 1 to 10?
I'm gonna give it a 7 because I love it. I'm in the Pelicano room. She's in the Tortuga. We have a peanut room. There's room for
I would think you guys should have been in the Pina room.
You know what? This house is obviously aimed towards white people. We loved it.
Yes, it's charming.
Charming, that's a
These
good word.
floors are beautiful.
Yeah.
But it really feels like the real world.
Izzy sees mismatched, like off the truck tile floor. We see shabby chic.
Yeah.
So we get to this beautiful house that was described as an antique gem. And it was antique, but my diamonds were the only gems there. It was ratchet. My team seemed to like it, so their thoughts. Entourage, what did you think of this shithole?
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
And why?
Okay, so we'll start when we walk in. Yes, I know we're like on an island, but it's definitely like a little musty kind of wet smell. The floors are wet and wet, like nothing dries in this house. But the living space is huge. The beds were comfortable. I had 4 different pillows with 4 different softnesses, so whatever my heart desired, I slept like a baby.
So you wouldn't take that as ghetto because they couldn't just get 4 matching pillows?
Well, now that you mention it, kind of, yes, sort of. No, I love this house. I thought it was super, super cute. Kid-friendly, great kitchen, 7 out of 10.
I give you actually a 10,
Why?
just for the kitchen.
What about the kitchen?
Kitchen is a gas. You cannot find that kitchen gas anywhere.
So for gas,
Pretty much
even if
around
there was no
Puerto
toilet,
Rico,
you would give it a
papa.
10?
You're talking about my gas?
So a 10, Christian, pay
10.
attention. 10,
10.
okay. Hey kids, can I have a review of the house this morning? What did you think of this house, honestly?
I have to go pee. It's all your fault.
I liked it. It's big and you can hide and seek that.
You said rate it like 0 out of 10.
Chill. Why 8?
Why 8?
Well, that's not a part of the house. That's just a person.
I'm just saying I'm giving it a 6 so you can be honest.
What
I'm
is
giving
wrong
it
with
a
You
you?
10.
give you a 6?
Yes.
I'm giving
I
it.
give you a 8.
I'm giving it a 9.
Why a 9?
Max.
9.
You really liked it here, huh?
Yeah, but I didn't give it a 10 because there's too many stairs, and I'm tired of walking 3 cases of stairs.
Lazy you are.
Simon, what would you give it?
That's
A million out of a million.
Oh, so you like it. Italia, we're still waiting for why you're at an 8.
I don't know. I got a lot better skin. I'm not even.
That doesn't have any.
My thoughts. This first house was a dump. I don't like to give bad reviews on Airbnb, so I didn't give a review. I'd rather say nothing. However, I feel like I should warn people that are going to stay there. It is old. It is decrepit. It needs to be updated. It is not it's not up to my standards. I'm sorry. It is like 2 stars. It was just, so it started the trip off. So JetBlue, the Ratchet House, and here we are in Puerto Rico. I totally understand Maria when she was like, let it sink back into the ocean. I was feeling West Side Story vibes all over it. Mind you, I love Puerto Ricans. My best friend Vanessa is Puerto Rican. And you know, some of my favorite people, from New York. New York Ricans are all over the place. I'm Cuban, I'm all about my Latinas, but I wasn't feeling the vibe. I just wasn't feeling the energy. I feel like I wasn't liked very much there. My Airbnb was not charming. Fast forward. I just woke up after having a mental breakdown. I'm gonna go open the lovely windows in my Airbnb. Oh wait, I can't because they're fucking boarded up. It's not fucking working. Nothing fucking works in this house. So.
Look, these.
These
And these.
is for these. So we went on this wonderful nature adventure. We went hiking, and you guys know how I love. Guys, I'm in the jungle. They made me wear this horrible outfit. These people are following me, these whites. But I know I'm gonna be safe because you know what? No matter what happens, they always come to find the white people. Always. They never leave the white people overnight in the mountains. Can I wear my Gucci earrings on the hike? I'm not coming.
So stay in the bus.
I did. The actual best part of our trip was the last day. We went to this Vivo Beach Club, and it was perfect. It was amazing. We were having such a good time. Finally found a beautiful beach, and about an hour after we arrived, in come people off of a cruise ship. Like, as if my trip wasn't great enough, I'm going to close it out with cruise ship people. Do you know what cruise ship people look like? Spicy margaritas could not come fast enough. We stayed there for a few hours, and I literally crawled back to the airport. Like, even if I couldn't find an Uber, I was going to walk in my heels to the airport. And you know, that was it. I want to live in America. Everything's free in America. My West Side Story is over. Stay toxic, my friends. I am in the airport. I have my children, and we are taking our little tushes back to New York. Our gringo tushes, as we were told. Mind you, I'm Latina. We're leaving. I'm bringing him with me.
Goodbye, Puerto Rico. It's been real. The real deal.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. You can't get good help these days. You just can't. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. We are back in New York, and I just wanted to catch you up on what's going on in New York with us. My roommates are back in school. Simon started his new school. We had Halloween, so we're gonna talk about our fall. This is literally why I have high blood pressure. Can we go? Shoes? Coke? What is the problem? I know. Coke? Lord, hear my prayer.
Tell me which one's mine.
The one that says S?
Dad, none of them say S.
I'll put your name in. Last time I checked, that says S. Maximilian shoes, you're leaving in a few minutes. My blood pressure's rising.
No,
You have to sip your Coke.
high blood pressure. No, I don't. Mom, what is high blood pressure?
It's what I have. It's gonna give me a heart attack.
Mini heart attack?
You guys will start listening.
A mini heart attack? You're not gonna have a heart attack.
My blood pressure. Alright, you have the Coke. Leave your blinky home.
No. Shoes on.
Put it in the backpack then.
I don't want this, so I don't have to go. Monkey. You're a monkey.
Love everything about you, Max. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Everything has been going great. Our Manny is working out. I mean, it's been a little complicated because he's like a white guy from Connecticut, so I feel like him working for, a Latina is more like doing charity work. But whatever, everybody's got to do charity work. He's from Connecticut. He's a white guy from Connecticut. I'm literally his charity work. What are you doing?
I'm just changing the trash. I'm gonna take that to the trash on my way out.
Are you? Is this your first time doing this?
No, it's not.
Oh, you're second. That's right, because last night I taught you how to do it.
That's right.
That's what happens when you hire white people from Connecticut.
The trash in my house just magically disappears.
Honey, I am the trash in my house. But things are going great. We're going out a lot. Maurice and Drain are doing great. Phoebe, everybody is still in full swing. And the weather is wonderful. What else can I report to you guys? Let's see what's been going on in my calendar. Have you gotten my calendar reminders, Brian? Brandon? Who am I working with today?
I have a calendar reminder for all of the episodes that are coming out in this season.
Oh my God, we went out for Maurice's birthday. We went to brunch. It was fucking fantabulous. I met my bestie. Guess what today is? His birthday brunch. And look, oh wait, we have to just take a minute and see her fashion. Uncle Maurice, what are you wearing today?
This is Versace. I'm so excited to be home.
House of Sheen Versace?
And these are Club Mom. We all
But the pants, specifically.
You don't love them? These are TJ Maxx special.
Kind of like me. We've been going to dinner. We have been, okay, so I have to be honest with everybody. Here's what's going on with me. So I gained a bunch of weight, I lost a bunch of weight, I gained a bunch of weight, I lost a bunch of weight. And once again, I have lost the weight. So with losing the weight, I've been super focused on not going out too much late at night and drinking. I'm trying to be fit and go to bed early and be skinny because nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. But it's fucking boring. It's so boring. So I'm glad the winter's coming. We can cover up. I can cover up the rolls and I don't have to be in a bathing suit and I can go back to drinking my dirty martinis on the regular. So it's hectic a little bit because the roommates are in different schools now. As you guys know, my one roommate is dyslexic, so he's going to an amazing school. And I'm super impressed because in the past few months, he has progressed. And it's a weird thing putting your kid in a special school because a lot of parents don't want that stigma attached to their child, but I need to do what's best for my child, right? So he's doing amazing. So mornings are like me driving all around the city to get these kids to school because I am not putting them on a school bus. They will sit an hour and a half on a school bus. And like, I love my kids too much to do that to them. I'm not saying you don't if you put your kids in a school bus, but like, my love might run a little deeper. Just throwing it out there. And like, I'm a mom from Brooklyn. We don't put our kids in the fucking bus, all right? So after that, I, am so busy all day. I'm exhausted. Like, I get back at 9, I go to the gym, I have lunch, I tidy up the house, a little self-care time. It's exhausting. It's physically exhausting. And then I pick one up at 3:30, and Phoebe, my little ballerina, we share pickup. And then we come home or we go to ninja class, or we go to chess class, or we have Shabbat dinner. Every day is a new activity. I'm trying to chill out on the weekends, even though we'll be in Guatemala next. No, I did Guatemala already. Wait, I fucked that up. Wait, no, Guadalajara. All sounds the same. Guadalajara next. So next week you'll see me in Guadalajara. But New York has been great. Like, I get a lot of slack. I'm riding the subway. I love the subway. I don't care what you people say. If Bloomberg could do it, so can I. Everybody rides the goddamn subway. You have a bunch of like alta cockers that live on the east side that are like, I would never take the subway. How the fuck do you intend to get downtown at 5 p.m. if you're not taking the goddamn subway? Get your ass on a subway and be one with the people. We take the bus a lot. And I like my kids to do stuff like take the bus because their life is so easy. They spend their life flying first class around the world. They could take the bus and sweat it out a little on the bus stop instead of waiting for their Uber or driver every day. Like, their life is so easy. They could stand on the bus stop for a few minutes, shaking in their shorts. Just throwing that out there. The boys are in school. Max's school is going great. It turns out that one of the moms in his grade is actually going to be the new one of the new Ronies. We have a new cast, and one of the moms in his grade was chosen. She seems lovely. I have to be honest, I do not know her personally. I went on a camping trip with her husband last year. We are not friends, so do not start messaging me. If we are friends, we are not friends. We don't run in the same social circle. She's a lot younger than me, and she has a job. I'm a housewife. I don't have a job. That's why I'm the average rich housewife, because housewife means, enter housewife, that your job is to be a housewife. She has an actual job. And you know, I was approached by a casting director about the show, and I didn't feel it was the right fit, so I didn't continue on the interview process because I just felt that my own brand is better, and like, I don't know, I don't need the money to have somebody control my life. But no, I understand why certain people do it, because it is like instant credibility. So if you're a realtor or a doctor or you have a job, you will instantly build a following and your business will take off. I would have had an instant fan base, but you know what? I'm gonna do it the hard way, and I'm going to climb up the mountain, not hike, and build my fan base from the bottom up, not like underneath someone, like I did so many years up until now. Climbing, not laying on my back. It seems to be working. My TikTok is doing great. My other stuff is doing great. My show is doing great. And now I get to watch someone in my son's class be a Real Housewife of New York while I'm just your average rich housewife. But that's all I ever wanted to be, was the average. And I'm very happy with that. No bitterness here. Enjoy your show on Bravo while I'm here on YouTube. YouTube is better anyway, because you guys are here and I'm here, we're all here together. Togetherness. Hey guys, it is the morning of our trip. We are heading to Guadalajara with my messy hair, but I have to stop into CVS for a few necessities because I've decided to bring a carry-on because we're switching planes and I don't want to like wait for a luggage and it's going to be late. So I'm just gonna get some like travel size stuff, which here are even more expensive than regular stuff. So let's buy that and then we'll go home and get ready. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. I want to talk about my Guadalajara trip this week. I know you guys are all following me on TikTok, so you got a little bit of the tea, but I'm going to go into detail. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. So, the roommates and I decided to meet my really good friend who lives in Playa del Carmen in Guadalajara for Day of the Dead. I decided it would be a good idea to invite Vanessa and her daughter because we love traveling with them. They're like our travel family. We get along, everything is wonderful. We help each other with each other's kids. Like, it's really lovely to travel with her. Like, it's a pleasure. So, I get to the airport with my roommates and our flight is canceled. Wah, wah. That like set the tone for the trip. So we go home, we got a really early flight the next day. I ended up not canceling my hotel because I figured I was going to get in early so I would want my suite ready when I got there. It would be like 11 a.m. I don't want to wait till check-in at 4. Fine, I already paid for it, I'm keeping it. Also, Vanessa had told me she was going to bring a friend of hers, a mom from school, and her daughter as well. So I said, you know what, the more the merrier. We're all moms with kids. It's going to be great. So I fly in the next day. First of all, I fly Volaris. I don't know if anybody knows what Volaris is. It's like Spirit of Mexico. So like I literally didn't even have room to put my 5'2" feet. So I'm already like annoyed after 5 hours on this plane, folded up like an accordion. And I arrived to my hotel, so I'm excited. I'm gonna have a drink. It's gonna be great. So our flight was canceled due to weather yesterday, and we got on this Polaris flight, and basically it makes Spirit look like first class. It's a 5-hour
What
flight.
should I get on?
5-hour flight, and the seats are so small.
Simon, what should I
Take a look. I hope this does not set the tone for our trip. So then I get to the front desk and I'm like, hey, I'm here to check in. And the guy's like, your room is not ready. I'm like, how could my room not be ready? I called and did a verbal check-in yesterday. He's like, well, your friend came down and told us that you weren't going to be here, so she wanted your suite for the night. She would be out in the morning and we would clean it before you got here. I said, my friend told you she wanted my suite for the night? Why would she take my suite? First of all, why would anybody, what's wrong with your fucking room? You need a suite? Like, are you a goddamn basketball player? If you want a suite, then book ahead of time. It's not my fault there were no suites because you booked 2 weeks in advance. Oh no, this is where I get ratchet. So the fumes are going to my head at this point because my kids have been flying for 5 hours, folded up like an accordion. I get to the hotel and my suite is not ready. Not only was the suite not ready, the hotel was sold out, so there wasn't even a regular room to put us in. So I reach out to Vanessa and I'm like, why would you have taken my suite and A, not told me, and B, why would you have taken my suite? Like, she's like, oh, our rooms weren't ready, we were supposed to get connecting rooms. None of this is my fucking problem. Why would you take my suite and not tell me? First of all, you should have told me because I booked it through Centurion and you would have gotten free breakfast and $100 credit. Not that intelligent, those Boca girls. Must be all the bleach in their hair. And number 2, why be sneaky? Like, we're supposed to be friends. We're like in a sisterhood. You're not supposed to be sneaky with me. Like, call me up. Be like, hey, listen, I really want the big room. The girls would enjoy it. The bathtub, whatever. We're gonna stay in it tonight. I would have been like, great. Keep the keys. Don't check out. I'll just come in and we'll do a transfer in the morning and have her clean. But like I said, the bleach must get to their head because they're not that intelligent. So I'm livid about the suite. Livid that I wasn't told, livid that my suite is not ready. She's here saying, no, the hotel manager offered it to us. That's a lie. The hotel manager didn't offer you anything. He told me he didn't. I believe him. And anytime anybody says, do you believe him over me? It means they're lying because I've used that line all of my 20s and 30s. Hey, Maxie.
Are you recording? Oh, fuck. I think I cracked one of my nuts. Hi.
Bath is ready, go ahead. Finally, we get into the suite after all of the drama, and I've already blasted her all day because she needed to be blasted. Like, who does that? Who, like, on the class level, my sophistication is a 2 because I'm a girl from Brooklyn. However, I know better. Like, you rented a regular room, you go to your room. You don't, it's just not what you do. And if you do it, you call your friend. Like, just throwing that out there, guys. Etiquette, for me, is top notch. Like, even though I'm a girl from Brooklyn, when it comes to etiquette, I'm a fucking 15. I'm on 15. You need your proper fork, you need your proper knife, and you need to be appropriate with the things that you do. Anywho, so she comes in with her friend, and we get checked in. I finally get to my suite at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm fuming. My girlfriend Isis comes over, who is the girl that I was traveling with, my good friend from Mexico, who was with her twins.
Hey everyone.
It's your favorite housewife, Max. I mean, it's your favorite roommate, Max.
Oh, I thought I wasn't allowed to call you my roommate.
Nope, you do it.
and we all are supposed to go to dinner. They're not ready. So me and Isis head to dinner. We didn't want to lose our reservation. I'm ready to go out, my first night out in Guadalajara. My roommate is not coming. She's just gonna stay on the couch here in the lobby. And Vanessa shows up with her friend, who is essentially like a Latina Elle Woods. Another Boca blonde, I call them, because there's nothing going on between the bleach. And they show up completely gorgeous, because they are gorgeous. I am gonna give it to them. I'm not gonna take it away from women that are gorgeous. They were gorgeous women, and they both showed up very gorgeous. Not elegant, just gorgeous. Very like Boca sexy. And they sat with us, and her friend, wow, she threw shade as if it were a sunny day and the umbrella was covered over the whole fucking balcony. Like, the shade was so deep that I could not see the sun for miles. She was just so nasty when she sat down. It almost pained her to sit with me and my friend and have a drink. We had left the kids all in a room with the babysitter, so that was fine. And then the babysitter calls, or the daughter calls her, and she had an issue. She had an argument with Simon. They were wrestling. She said her phone broke. So obviously I called the babysitter. There's an adult in the room. The babysitter was like, they were play fighting, yes. The phone did fall, yes. It is not cracked, no. But they were play fighting. She said Simon slapped her or choked her. The babysitter said that's not true. So clearly I'm believing the adult babysitter, who is my friend's babysitter for a long time. They need to leave because her daughter's phone is broken. They need to rush out. They need to leave. Like, girl, you just rolled up. I know you got a yacht. You live in Boca. Call fucking insurance and have American Express deliver a phone in the morning. Like, it's not that serious. It's an iPhone 14. It's not like, nothing is that serious. She's not injured. I am not getting up from my dinner for my child's phone for anybody. Sorry, but apparently they didn't want to be there, so they left. Like, nobody just leaves a dinner. Who leaves a fucking dinner? Brandon, you leave a dinner? Like, my kids are kids. If my kid called me and said my phone broke, first of all, I'd be like, it's your fucking phone. You're responsible for it. Don't blame another child for breaking your belonging. It is your belonging, but that is the difference between someone from the hood. Like, it is your belonging. You broke your belonging. You were fucking responsible for it. And I'm not running home, ruining my dinner because your phone broke. Like, that's your business, chick. Deal with it till tomorrow. I'm enjoying my cocktails. I'm a grown fucking ass woman. So they run home. Mind you, when this woman's little girl walked into the room to stay with the babysitter, her first words were, "This room was so much better when it was ours." Now, I don't argue with children, so I left it alone. However, it was never yours. You didn't book in time. Just throwing that out there. The tea is being released today because this person spoke poorly of my child, and let me tell you, when you speak poorly of my child, only fucking hell can help you. Jesus himself can rise back up from the dead, and you are still going to be in motherfucking trouble. Anywho, that was the dinner, and the next day, we woke up, and things were a little better. The sun was shining. It was gonna be a good day. I spoke to Vanessa before we went to bed. We hashed it out. Everything was wonderful, you know. All of that anger just seemed to dissipate. Vanessa is a good friend of mine. I considered her like a sister, like really, really a good friend. Like, I told her my secrets, I kept hers, I will always keep hers, I will take them to the grave. Some things sisters just don't do. No matter what they do to you, you always take the high road. And for me, this is all minuscule drama, but it is drama, and it's enough for me to say goodbye to a friend. However, I didn't say goodbye. I made up with her. We had another day on the trip, and it was, you know, time to do that. And I had my girlfriend Isis, who I love, and I was gonna enjoy my time with her. She was my good friend who I went to see, and I wasn't gonna ruin that for a few Boca Blondes. Stay tuned next week, because we're gonna tell you what happened on the rest of the trip, and you know, how things went for us and our friendship and how everything turned out. And sometimes in life, just when you think it's gonna go bad, it goes good. Or worse. Stay toxic, my friends.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy, and we are back, and we're still talking about my Guadalajara trip. So it's Sunday morning, we wake up, everything is great with me and Vanessa. We are all going to take the kids to this wonderful Day of the Dead festival tonight, which is really the reason that we all came here. So I didn't really have a plan for the day. I was just gonna see my friend Isis, maybe take the kids to like a jumpy bounce place, like no real organized plan, just see each other, spend time, quality time. We're best, she's one of my great friends. And I wake up and Max is burning, like burning. So I call the hotel and they send a doctor within like an hour. And he said he probably has salmonella. It's very common. I understand that. My children in particular have had it a few times. So, Alexa, off. Fucking Alexa. Alexa, off. You cannot get good help these days. Even Alexa. Fuck. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. So he's burning. The doctor came, he gave him, water, some Motrin, because he said his head was hurting, which is pretty common with salmonella. And I call up Vanessa to be like, hey, Max is sick, thinking that her response would be, oh, let me take Simon. I know you have 2 kids and one is gonna go stir crazy in a hotel room, even though it's a suite. But let me take Simon, because her and I have traveled together. I've watched her kids, she's watched my kids. She's my village. She's been my village for a while. I met her during COVID and we clicked and I depended on her. Instead, she's like, oh, well, we're gonna go to the tequila factory, have a great day, or the tequila farm, or where the fuck they were going. And I literally was like, I took a second and then I was like, and I am a hothead and I'm very emotional. It's like Latin and Moroccan comes out. But I was like, you're supposed to be my village. Like, why would you not have offered to take Simon? And she's like, well, Talia and Simon don't get along. He hit her or he choked her. And I was like, that's a lie. But I said, you're gonna let an 8-year-old decide? If that was my child, I'd be like, look, bro, this is my friend. We're in a different country. I know you guys didn't get along, but figure it out. Like, I am not leaving my friend alone with a sick child. I am taking the child. That is what you do. It is the right thing to do. I would be teaching my kid a lesson in the right thing to do. You put your differences aside to help a friend. I would have used that as a lesson, and I would help my friends. I'm not gonna leave my friend alone with 2 sick kids in a hotel room. So it like really affected me. I was like, you're supposed to be my friend and you're leaving me with sick kids and you're worried about this other chick's kid. Not even, because I'm sure the other lady was a mom and she would understand and say, you know what, let's bring the kid. But like, you're worried about this 8-year-old, 10-year-old? No, fuck her. She's 10 years old. She needs to learn that in life we have differences, but when it comes to friendship, you put your differences aside, especially for a sick child. I was kind of done. I ripped her a new asshole. Yes, I will say that. I was not kind on my text messages. I was a complete and utter bitch because I had had enough. I had been kicked out of my suite till 5 p.m. I had dealt with her friend that didn't care for me. I had her friend's daughter insult me. I had, like, it was just too much. And then you can't even offer to help me with my child. Like, I hit the roof. And I probably said some things I shouldn't have, but I don't care. For me, the friendship was over anyway. That was a lot. It was really intense. Like, I didn't even know how to react to someone that I thought was my village, not being my village. But I guess you just can't trust anybody from Florida. That's what I get for hanging out with people from the swamp. Like, it literally is my own fault. Like, it literally is my fault. That's what I get for hanging out with Florida people, I'm telling you.
After hearing what happened in Guadalajara, I wasn't too thrilled, but also I wasn't really surprised. I feel like anyone could have told Izzy that's what happens when you make friends in Florida. It's not gonna work out. I think in all seriousness, there's like a realness that comes from us New Yorkers that is evident within our friendships. Like the bond that Izzy had with Jane, Maurice, me, etc. was always very strong. It was always very like we're family. Whereas you could tell with Vanessa was always fun. She was the fun friend, but was she really gonna be there when it came down to it? Well, I think we have our answer.
Fast forward, we did have a wonderful ending to the trip. My friend Isis was amazing. Her family helped me because she's a real friend with my child, the sick one. We ended up, you know, having someone that her family member come over, help me with my son, took my other son out for the day. We met for the festival in the evening. We went to the Day of the Dead festival. I ended up just taking Simon, and Isis's sister, who lives there as babysitter nanny, came to help me for the evening after I put Max to bed so I could at least take Simon to the Day of the Dead festival. The whole point was Simon is obsessed with Day of the Dead, and I wanted him to experience this, and we went, and it was fucking spectacular. Check it out. Gracias.
De nada. China, pásame una bolsa para echar este quesillo.
Try to get from the other. I got all. No hay que tocar las calaveras, por favor.
Having been on a trip with two different types of friends, I realized that in COVID, you make some decisions, and I want to take it back for a minute. When COVID happened, my mom had just passed away in October and COVID happened in March. And I met a few people through this COVID experience. I lived in Florida and I met some people, came into my life. I was in a different point in my life. People that I probably would have never friended now. And I have to tell everybody what happened in COVID stays in COVID. So as of today, going forward, anything that happened in COVID, I'm gonna leave in COVID. As well as anything that happens in Florida should stay in Florida. Now I own the Barbie townhouse and I'll visit, but we're gonna have to end this chapter. And it's sad to say goodbye to a sister, but sometimes in life, people are here for a reason or a season. And this just happened to be her season. And she's obviously not making it into season 3. Stay toxic, my friends. Don't forget, subscribe here so you can know when our next episode is coming out. We're going back to New York. And you will see, oh, it's Maximilian's birthday. He's got a limo coming. It's gonna be fucking fabulous. And what else is going on? We're going back to New York, and follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram if you wanna see what's going on in my everyday live life. And subscribe here, subscribe. This is not Pornhub like I like to tell you. Do not come in for a good time and leave. Stay toxic, my friends.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. We're back in New York. It's been a busy couple of weeks since Guadalajara, getting used to my new status without my friend. But here we are, and we had a lot of birthdays in November to celebrate. I want to backtrack for a minute and talk about Uncle Maurice's birthday. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. saw Do My Kids Even Go to School, you saw that it was hectic October, and we slightly went into Uncle Maurice's birthday a little bit. But November is our birthday month. So it was Uncle Maurice's birthday. As you guys saw, we went to the brunch, but there was a little piece that I left out, and I'm going to get into that. We also celebrated Max's birthday and mine, but we're gonna start with Uncle Maurice's birthday. What I didn't tell you in the last episode was the drama that happened at the Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling got ugly, and I wasn't going to share this, but I feel like I have to just share. So after the brunch, which you saw in the last episode, on our way out, I kind of got into a little altercation. The guys at the next table were like, they had a table and they didn't have a table for us, so they had a chair, and I sat in the chair, and the young 22-year-old guys, the young child, was like, excuse me, ma'am, this is our table, you can't sit here. So I ended up sending a bottle of champagne over to thank him for letting me use his chair for 2 seconds. He takes the champagne and sprays it all over the bar, so I was obviously livid. As this is going on, we're dancing, and I was like, whatever. I don't know what happened, but Auntie Jane was chatting with a fella, and I don't know what happened exactly. I mean, you can decide for yourself what happened. But his girlfriend came out and was like, hey, that's my boyfriend. Like, first of all, it's not Auntie Jane's fault that your boyfriend is talking to my friend. Your boyfriend is the one with the girlfriend, not my friend. So he should be responsible for himself. Second of all, what are you blaming my friend for? It's your boyfriend. Anyhow, that was that drama, and they were all at the same table. Fast forward. I don't know what happened. It escalated quickly. We got in, started screaming, and we got into a fight and got asked to leave. So we left, and we got asked to never come back again from a place called the Ugly Duckling, where they serve Prosecco, not champagne, in plastic cups. So that started out my November.
Fucking joke. You knew. You saw those plastic cups come out and you saw my face.
On my birthday, Jane had this little lovey-dovey moment with some random guy at the bar we were at.
Jane?
It was definitely Jane.
We see the picture, but I don't know if it looks like her.
Rewind the tape. It's Jane. And Jane claims it wasn't her, but we know that it was her. And all that I know is I turn around, she's yelling at someone, her face is dripping wet, Izzy's coming up behind her with a bottle of champagne, like she's gonna smack it onto the side of a thing and shank someone. And I'm literally holding Izzy back by her shoulders, like she's about to literally fight someone. This little 4'3", how tall are you? Little 4'3" Chihuahua. And we got kicked out. And the next thing I know, we're on the streets, roaming to the next place. Then we had an amazing dinner at Papa Azul. And I don't really remember much after that.
It's Max's birthday celebration. Where are we going, Simon? Roller skating.
And Long Island.
On Long Island. Miguel, it's on Long Island or in Long Island? On Long Island. I might bring the sugar daddy. Maybe you'll see him. Who knows?
It's a long limo. No, it's amazing.
That's not 3 wheels.
This is fantastic.
2 sets of wheels.
Yeah, it's just got the 2. Max, you get in first.
Max wanted an adult-only party. That sounds so perverse, like adult-only. So he wanted a limousine to go roller skating. We rented this limo that showed up late, and we get in, and I don't know if the driver was like smoking weed in the front or whatever, but he like backs up into a truck. It was just a tap, but it was enough for us to be terrified. However, we made it to the roller rink. Max, Sean, the Caucasian nanny, Auntie Jane, Phoebe, Uncle Maurice, the sugar daddy did come. However, you're still not going to get to see him. Simon. I don't know if I missed anybody. And we went roller skating with some of the Sugar Daddy's family, and then we went to the classiest Long Island dinner, hibachi. It was fab. That was Max's birthday. Check it out.
So Max had an adult-only birthday. I made the list. We took a limousine to roller skating, rollerblading. I did 2 laps and I was out for the count. I'm not about that skating life. I'm a 90s kid, but not my thing.
That's all you have to say?
So Max is a sassy little bitch. And of course we had to take a limousine to rollerblading. What else do I say? Oh yeah, we also went to Benihana's. That Benihana, eating all those wontons.
No, I knew it was just delayed. It's very delayed. Right, so everyone doubted my ability.
I can't wait till we do it again.
We need to address the fact that we always get to buy the attention from you.
Jack wants to go right now.
Wait, one more.
Fishbowl.
Jay.
After that was my birthday. My birthday is around Thanksgiving time, and every year at my birthday, my mother would always have a cake at Thanksgiving to celebrate, because then I would go off for the weekend and do my own thing. So it's been hard with her gone, kind of trying to find my place for Thanksgiving and my birthday. Thanksgiving has always been problematic for me and the sugar daddy, because he wanted to go to his family, I wanted to go to mine. Then there was like a whole battle over it. Then my mother passed away, and now I'm staying in my own house. But it's always been problematic. And right before my birthday this year, I had an argument with my siblings. I was supposed to go to my sister's bris in Florida, and we had a falling out. She basically decided that she was going to choose somebody else to hold the baby instead of me, and I was really hurt by this. And so I literally was in the airport. I got my bags and I left. Hindsight is 20/20. It's not that serious. It's her decision and it's her baby. But I was just really hurt because I felt like I'm already the black sheep and I'm already out of the loop. They live in Florida. They're very close. So it was kind of just one more piece of the puzzle shunning me out. So my birthday was already going to be a little problematic. So I wanted to make sure that everything that went down on my birthday went easy, because I wanted it to be as pleasant as possible. So Thanksgiving, we decided to have just me, Auntie Jane, Uncle Maurice, the roommates, and the sugar daddy, our own little Thanksgiving. Auntie Jane cooked, and that was a little problematic. She asked me to take out the turkey. First of all, we bought the groceries, whatever, and she asked me to take out the turkey on Wednesday. She told me to put it in the fridge. So I take the turkey from the freezer and I put it in the fridge. Clearly, she knows my cooking skills. She needed to be more specific. So she gets here on Thursday and the turkey might have been a little frozen still. So it's like 2 o'clock with 3 hours to put the turkey in the oven, and it's literally rock solid. So here's what we did. So we're having Thanksgiving at my house. As you can see, Janie's dressed for Thanksgiving. I'm putting the Jew and Juicy with my outfit, and she is my Russian bride. She came over, she asked me to thaw out the turkey, so I did. I put it in the fridge.
I said, take it out of the freezer.
I did, I took it out of the freezer.
And put it in the fridge.
I did, I put it in the fridge.
No, but I didn't say, but I meant like on the counter. And so I get over there.
You didn't say on the counter, you said in the fridge.
No, I did. Oh, but then I said take it out.
You know I don't cook.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, the turkey is frozen solid.
She shows them at my house, and the turkey's frozen. So we're on Thanksgiving Day buying a new turkey.
Which is thawed and fresh and
Jane's kind of having a moment with the turkey. Can't wait to see her put her hands in it.
Going to stuff it.
What is that in your hand?
My turkey.
You're literally walking down the street on Thanksgiving in New York with your turkey? And that outfit. Can you tell me about your outfit, Jane?
I mean, what do you want to know? I think it speaks for itself. There's a tigre and a bird.
Can you do a spin for us?
Okay, then we'll get them. Happy Thanksgiving!
It's gonna hurt your back. I'm cooking. It's been an exhausting day cooking Thanksgiving. Fresh cranberry here on top. It's my contribution to Thanksgiving dinner.
You do that so well.
It's ready.
Voila.
It's like... After that snafu, we had a great dinner. It was wonderful. Auntie Jane cooked the whole meal, which made it even more wonderful. I didn't really love the corn, Jane. I love you. But everything else was fabulous. And the next day, I went to the Bahamas. It was 3 days in the Bahamas. I stayed at SLS Bahamar with my sugar daddy and the roommates. The sugar daddy was surprisingly pleasant for 48 hours, 72 hours. He didn't have one mood swing. I was like, who is this man? I married a short, miserable Jewish man. Like, this pleasantness that he's like exuding right now, this energy is not what I want on my journey. He's gonna have to like get a new career or something, because I don't want like happy, pleasant, helpful spouse. I want like a miserable, disgruntled little short Jewish guy that I married. I'm just saying.
Milk, milk, milk. Okay, no milk, yeah. There's no milk.
Come over here behind me and take one picture of mine.
This thing made us the size of you. Mom, where's the banana?
That was November. Everybody, thank you for joining. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. Follow my TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Next week. Where the fuck am I next week? Who knows with me? I got back from who the fuck? Where am I? Hold on. What's after this? Oh my God, next week is our holiday special! Ah! So everybody else does a holiday special where they take you around the fancy parts of Manhattan. I'm gonna take you around where I grew up in Brooklyn. You're gonna come with me to the hoods for real to check, well, not really. We're gonna just go to Brooklyn. We're gonna show you my favorite restaurant, where I grew up. Our holiday special is going to be a Brooklyn holiday special. Stay toxic, my friends. I'll see you next week.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. And we are celebrating the holidays together. So raising Jewish children at the holidays is fucking difficult. So basically my kids are the only kid in town without a Christmas tree. And I discuss this all the time. Like everywhere we go, Christmas is in your face. It's beautiful, it's fun, it's festive, it's bright, it's merry and bright, it's jolly. And here we are with our Hanukkah, our plastic lights. And that's really all we get, like a few candles and some plastic lights. Yes, we get 8 days of presents, but like to a child, Christmas is so much more exciting. You guys even have Christmas specials on TV. What do we have? We have nothing, like one Adam Sandler special. Like, So I always say we're the only kid in town without a Christmas tree. However, we do have a Christmas tree and I'm going to show it to you. We obviously don't celebrate Christmas, but since they were little, we've always had a Christmas tree. Let me show it to you. Right outside my door. As if trying to hide them from Christmas wasn't good enough, every time they open the fucking door, it's right there in front of them on display. But I try and make Hanukkah as special for my children as possible because I'm competing with Santa Claus.
I love Christmas in New York City. There is no better time to be in New York City than Christmas time. All of the lights, the trees, the light shows, I don't know, the Christmas holiday spirit. Like, I think that I am most excited to be back in New York City for this reason, Christmas time.
Christmas and, Christmas? Thanksgiving?
No, Christmas, fool.
I love Christmas in New York. Christmas last year, it was a COVID shit show in Europe. There was COVID in Paris, there was COVID in London, there was COVID on a train, COVID on a plane. There was COVID everywhere. Christmas in New York is on par with Christmas in California.
That is such a very neutral answer, neutral Maurice.
Hey, let's see, Christmas in California. It's nice to be with family. I mean, I have family here too, though. What are we calling it now? My birth family?
Your birth family, yes.
I know what to say about California.
I feel like he's just so neutral.
My name is now Neutral Maurice because when people don't like my opinion, I just stay neutral.
You never give an opinion anymore.
I do.
No.
I do. You want my opinion? I'm ready to give an opinion. I have opinions for everybody. I could hand them out. Do you want me to start handing out opinions? You guys don't even want me to.
Do you feel that Hanukkah, and what do you feel about Hanukkah versus Christmas?
I mean, isn't it the same holiday? Like, what's the difference?
I don't know, one is for Jews and one is for Christians.
I mean, I know I brought you a poinsettia and you weren't happy with it and didn't think it was Hanukkah enough.
Yeah, let's talk about what Maurice brought me. Stay right there.
I don't see the problem. It's a Hanukkah bush.
This is a poinsettia plant. Okay, there's nothing Hanukkah about this bush.
It's a little Hanukkah-y. They're all around the city.
For Christmas.
What's the difference?
Jesus?
I don't celebrate Jesus.
I'm done. We are heading to Brooklyn. I'm going to show you where I grew up and some of the things that I saw as a kid to celebrate the holidays. Brooklyn is super festive. I grew up in a kind of Italian community, so there were a lot of Christmas lights. I'm going to take you to that area and we're going to go to one of my mom's favorite restaurants, mine as well, and we are going to celebrate the holidays together. Happy Hanukkah, everybody. Merry Christmas. We're going to start out at my mom's favorite restaurant in Brooklyn. So it's kind of Christmassy here. So Christmas is winning, not Hanukkah. Check it out. Everybody else's holiday specials in Manhattan. Ours is in Brooklyn, Dyker Heights. I lived here for a short while. The lights are amazing. We're gonna take you around. Once again, the only kid in town without a Christmas tree, being Jewish in Brooklyn. Christmas is obviously winning here. Look, it's Jesus. Not my doorman, but I think the Lord and Savior. Not my Lord and Savior, because the doorman is literally my Lord and Savior. We're continuing on with our Jewish girl growing up in Brooklyn, holiday special, not a fucking menorah in sight. Rudolph and his red nose. Excuse me? Are there any Jewish people here? Oh, me, I'm the only one. Oh, wow. Let's go there. If I lived here, that would be my house. They must be Jewish. They must be Jewish.
Can we open it on the
Yeah, come over to the floor.
Ew, I might have some. I don't know what which one's on top. But I hope it's toys. But it could be. I don't know what this one is. I wonder what. I wanted these. What's this? This is a book. This is definitely a book. Yeah, I proved mommy wrong. I know what it's got. Thank you for this. What's this? What's this? What's this?
I don't know, you know everything.
But I don't know what this is. I knew what Max was getting.
What? What do you have, Max?
Beyblades.
No way they got here in time for Hanukkah.
They did.
Mommy's the best.
No, I proved wrong. What's this? Yay! It's squishy. Thank you. Stretchy. How many signs?
It's just a set.
It's 14 of them, Max. Can I have some?
Yes.
We're sharing. You
You're
can't
sharing.
keep them.
You can share them.
Yeah, but you're not keeping them forever.
Did you guys thank Mommy?
Thank you, Mommy. And Max, because these are mine. And what's this? Oh, this is messed up.
You going from inside to outside, honey.
The first, the new one.
Aheinu melech haolam kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadnik.
Lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Good job, guys.
Amen.
Do you guys like to come to my picture? Maybe?
Sure. And Hanukkah and Christmas Eve.
I love that. I mean, we're multi, we're blessed. No.
Hey!
Alright, go. Be jolly and bright. 8 crazy nights, not too crazy. Keep your clothes on, nothing in your nose. Keep everything out of your panties and your nose and you're okay. And let's try and make Hanukkah as special as possible for the children. We do it for the children. Fuck, dude, I'm literally up against Santa Claus. I'm never gonna win.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. We went to Monterrey, Mexico. I even bought the cup. And it was exhausting. Join me on my journey. It is the morning of my trip. That is my coffee machine because my kids got up at 3 a.m. because they learned how to play Fortnite and they were obsessed. I have to take away video games during the week now. My shirt I left me is such a cute note, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a weekend, 48 hours without my roommates. I've never done it before. I mean, they're going to be with their dad, my sugar daddy. So they're not alone, but I don't leave them. Like, that's not what I do. But it's okay. We're gonna get through it. It's actually technically like 40 hours. Here we go. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. So this was one of the first trips I've taken ever, really, without my roommates. So it was a pretty big deal for me. I planned it initially with Auntie Jane, Uncle Maurice, and Vanessa. But as you guys know from what happened in Guadalajara, Vanessa and I are no longer speaking or friends or anything. Basically, I just canceled her forever. Ta-ta. Anyhow, so we leave Friday evening and we were headed on a direct flight, American Express, business, first class, of course. So we had a few cocktails on the way, and mid-flight, the captain comes on and says, we will not be making it to Monterey. We're landing in Dallas in 45 minutes. The weather is too bad. We will give you some vouchers for a hotel, and the new flight will leave tomorrow. They'll have the information for you at the gate. We're already half in the bag. We were initially planning on getting to Monterey, sleeping it off, waking up and having a fresh day. We land in Dallas. Auntie Jane had a few cocktails on the plane, and there was a lovely Italian man sitting next to her who didn't speak a lick of English. And he kept asking her to do things for him, like, can you speak to my assistant, or can you order me a drink, or can you find me a hotel? So finally, she gets on the phone with his assistant, and the assistant was telling her, can you do me a favor and find him a hotel, book him in the hotel, get him a taxi to the hotel, find out what time the flight is on tomorrow, and make sure he gets on the flight. So Auntie Jane was like, had a few cocktails.
This one, you know, our friend Mauricio sitting like back in steerage, 22nd seat. So I just delivered, you know, something. Should I move the curtain and move it back? People like back there were like, I feel like
Are you going back to your seat, Janie?
I'm ready. But wait, there's more.
Don't do it, Jane.
I have to get into my seat.
She literally started screaming on the phone, like, do you have Venmo? Because I charge $100 an hour. Then she turns to the Italian man who doesn't speak a word of English, and she's like, Anna Delvey voice. I have actually renamed her Jana Selfie. I do not work for you. I have to take care of myself. I do not work for you. So this is like, we have not even landed in Dallas. So now we land in Dallas. She's on 10, screaming at the staff about the plane and the hotel, screaming at the Italian guy. Like, Auntie Jane is not happy. And let me tell you something, you can mess with a Latina and we're like little chihuahuas, but we back down. Do not mess with a white lady that is angry. Just do not mess. Like, there is a reason that they gave them a name, Karen.
So, you were wrong. I was not wrong. You should have helped the guy. Okay, no. The guy next to me, okay, so this guy's like the CEO of this like fucking Fortune 500 company. And he has a t-shirt with his name on it and an alligator vest. What makes you think it was a Fortune 500 startup?
Is this C?
Are you done? Okay, so what's happening is that his assistant put him on the phone and he was like, will you please text me the name of the hotel at which you
So you couldn't. First of all, why did you give me your phone number?
He didn't. Izzy, will you just stop talking and let me finish my sentence? I will let you know when you can talk. Okay, so he said to me,
please hold on. This train is departing.
tell me where my boss is staying and what time the flight is leaving tomorrow. And I said, absolutely not.
She goes, I don't work for you. Let me give you my Venmo. You can send me $100. I know what you said.
I said $100 per hour. I said, I don't work for you. Your boss is not my responsibility. If you want me to put him on a plane tomorrow morning, I'm going to charge you $100 per hour. You can Venmo me.
Like, I literally had to step away because I was afraid. And after a few, Chardonnays, don't fuck with those Caucasian bitches. They make us Latin girls look like children. Anywho, we check into the hotel in Dallas and I just left them. I was already out of patience. So they went for more drinks. Wait, ask who they went for more drinks with. The Italian guy from the plane that she just finished yelling at. Anywho, we wake up the next day, we go to get on our flight to Monterey, and as I'm getting up or whatever, Uncle Maurice sends me a text message. And I open up the message, but what is it? It's an Instagram photo, this photo, of Vanessa and a friend of hers in Monterrey, Mexico. Now, I just want to step back and say Monterrey, Mexico is like visiting like Morristown, New Jersey. It's not somewhere that's a vacation destination. It's where people live and work, and it's beautiful, but it's not on the top 10 vacation destinations of Mexico. It's difficult to get to. You have to take 1 or 2 flights. It's not a vacation destination. There's nothing that you do there that you cannot do somewhere else closer, cheaper, better. It's lovely, but we went specifically for Bad Bunny, or I would not have been going to Monterrey, Mexico. So who is in Monterrey, Mexico, but Vanessa? Like, why would you go there? I'm so confused. It's like stalker status. Like, you have money. You could have canceled the trip and gotten a refund, first of all, unless she was going to the Bad Bunny concert. Who knew? But like, why would you do that? Like, there were other concerts. Stalker status achieved. There are levels of toxic and stalker status, but this woman has hit an all-time high. Why would you go to the same city as me? Like, and I actually have to be honest, I feel very bad for her. I don't feel bad for her because she did this. I feel bad for her because I think that there's something just not correct. And I don't want to speak badly of her because you can't speak poorly of the people, you know, that are not right in the head because they're just not right. So it's beyond my scope. Maybe something a physician can help. But this is like, who does that? Who the fuck does that? Anyhow, so that already left a bad taste in my mouth. I have anxiety that I'm gonna run into this chick. I'm scared for my life at this point. Like, why would she go to Monterrey, Mexico? I'm thinking she wants to have like a Selena moment. I'm not famous enough, but at this moment, I felt famous. Like, my ego just like, thank you for that. Cheers. Jane, you need to find Jesus. Not like the doorman either. You need a little Jesus in your life.
Jesus came, saw, turned around. He wanted no part of it.
See, you guys are dressed.
How are you doing, Izzy? Did we relax a little bit?
Yeah,
Me? Jane, oh my God, she did not.
What? I just said hi to our friends.
They're friends now?
Yes.
We had a drink with them at the bar last night.
After you yelled at him?
No, I yelled at his assistant.
Am I in an alternate reality right now?
Yes.
Izzy, let's talk about you.
Yeah, let's talk about
What was all
you.
this panic this morning?
And this fake news that you were getting.
I'm about to have an anxiety attack with these two. We landed in Monterey and we had a wonderful lunch. Like, I was already over it. I didn't care. I just wanted to go to the concert and I wanted to go home. I didn't even care if we missed the concert. It was to the point where in the morning, if they told me there was no flight to Monterey, I would have flown home. I had left my kids. I was anxious. This stalker shows up. Jane became Jana Selfie. Like, it was just over the top. So we check in. Luckily, our hotel is beautiful. And you know what? My suite was available. You know why? Because Vanessa wasn't there to steal it. Cheers. So I get into my suite. I didn't have a giant suite. I just had a small one. It was fine. I survived. And I rested for the day. I had a really great day. Auntie Jane needed a little bit of a nap. Just saying. And Uncle Maurice, we all chilled. We met in the evening for cocktails. And at this point, I'm just wondering, like, where is my stalker? Why is she here? Is she gonna show up at the concert? Like, the whole time I am like, is she in the hotel? Like, why?
Hey everyone, so we're heading to Bad Bunny tonight. Our trip to Monterey has been anything but relaxing. Our flight was delayed last night. So I got stuck in Dallas for the evening, got a hotel room, and Jane went berserk. And let's show you what the weekend was like.
We go to the concert. Oh my God, I haven't been to a concert in years. The last time I went to a concert was one of my 18 times ex-fiancés. And it was like some sort of Bon Jovi, New Jersey situation. So you know, it wasn't like my favorite moment. I was obviously traumatized, and so I haven't returned to a concert since. It was amazing. We had the best seats, came with floor access. We were like right up in it. We were dancing, we were singing. It was spectacular. Like, it just was amazing. It was amazing. I was with my 2 people. It made me like concerts again. Of course, we left 20 minutes early because we're old and we didn't want to have to look for an Uber or sit in traffic. So off we went, thinking that the next day we'd get on our flight and it would just be a smooth ride home. We are leaving. We are heading back to New York. 48 hours in Mexico is almost over. But nothing is ever smooth a ride with the Average Rich Housewife. We wake up, well, we don't sleep because I went straight to the airport at like 3:30 in the morning. And we get to the airport and we get on our flight and it's an hour delayed. And mid-flight, there's no service. And a few minutes before when I was sitting, I didn't really quite understand what was going on, but it all came together at this moment. When I was sitting in the terminal, the captain came off the plane and asks the woman behind the counter in Monterrey, Mexico, he says, you know, the only thing we have on our plane are dirty trays. Where's the meal service? What are my passengers supposed to eat? And she said, I don't have anything for you. And he goes, excuse me? What do you don't have anything for my plane? And she's like, no. He's like, what do you have? And she goes, ice. Shade. She threw shade like ice. I was like dying up. I didn't put it all together until we get on the plane. And I'm like, hey, can I have a water, a soda? What's the meal service? And the flight attendant is like, there will be no meal service. And as he's opening the cabinets, you can see that the flight is filthy. Like they haven't cleaned the flight. They didn't turn it over, I'm guessing. I don't know. Whatever the shade was, that was my flight back. Luckily, he had 2 little Tito's and I had myself a little Bloody Mary, which got me through. And then, of course, at this point, all of my friends are involved in what's going on in the Vanessa situation. So they text me this. This was her trip. Looks really exciting, huh? She didn't even go to see Bad Bunny. Why would she go to Monterrey to not even see Bad Bunny? I'm so confused. However, the good news is, I officially have a stalker, which means I have officially made it. I went from a D-level YouTube star to a C-. So excited for my journey. Stay toxic, my friends. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am an average rich housewife. An average rich housewife is a housewife, obviously, but we're average rich. We're not quite as wealthy as J-Lo and Jay-Z, but not quite living in the boroughs. I'm gonna let you into my world. The friends, the chaos.
Can I have a really dirty Grey Goose martini?
The restaurants, the fashion, all of it. You're going to see the inside world of an actual Manhattan housewife. Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. I went to Las Vegas for New Year's. My sugar daddy's family, being the good Jewish family that they are, gamble on Christmas, because what else do you do on Christmas as Jews? You put on your tracksuits and you go to the casino. My mother used to go to Atlantic City. My husband's family's a little fancier, so they go to Vegas. We got on the plane and that was an experience.
It's called the Cyclone Stadium.
Cyclones. Ducks are out in West Babylon.
Yeah, the Cyclone Stadium. And we arrived. Vegas is cold in the winter. It wouldn't be my choice of where to go. However, when someone offers you a trip, you never say no. It is the season for giving, right? Or taking, or receiving. don't know what you're receiving actually. So yeah, we went to Vegas, and this is going to be a lot of live footage. So keep up, guys, keep up. What is that?
Look, it's Rolex.
What's Rolex?
A very fancy watch.
How do you know?
People used to flex.
What is a flex? How do you know?
People used to show off.
How do you know?
It's actually something called YouTube. Yeah. Ew. Not ew. This is fancy. Mom,
What?
it's really necessary for 3 bathrooms in a hotel room.
What?
That one, and one next to the door. I call this one.
Are you gonna have your own bathroom?
Yeah.
It's 5:41 in the morning. My kids are on New York time. And our day is going to start. It's still dark out. See how the day goes.
When you look inside, the image appears upside down on your retina. The brain corrects for this by flipping the image back to normal.
Next stop, the arcade at the Excalibur. I'm about to cross over. I am not a happy camper. They say Jesus is your Lord and Savior. But my man Eric just handed me this martini in this plastic cup, and right now, he's my Lord and Savior.
I'll take that, please.
We have like a 4 a.m. bedtime here because, wake up time because the times have changed. So everybody's like been up since 4:30. So we're gonna chill, and then we're going to grab breakfast, and then we're gonna go hiking because I need to get out of this hotel. I feel like this recycled air is giving me a migraine. I need some fresh air.
Ultra small. Very small. And wait. You're small, and then where's the tiniest one I can see?
Max, how's your hike going?
Good.
Woo!
We only did like 2% of it. Mom, are you gonna climb on those mountains right there?
We're gonna climb on everything that we can. I made it to the top of this hike. I even took my fur coat off. My hiking crew back here. Hey, hiking crew. We are leaving Las Vegas today. Praise the Lord, Jesus himself, not my doorman. This is my elevator. I have to go get some breakfast. Some coffee. I am ready to get back to New York. I have so much to tell you about Las Vegas. I just feel like it's not my favorite place. Is that where we are? Yeah, we're home. Stay toxic, my friends.
Stay toxic, my friends.
New Year's Eve, I'm actually getting ready. I'm having a party. I have about 30 people coming, and I'm royally fucking annoyed. I ordered these balloons, and yes, I did order them last minute because I was just so busy between Vegas and traveling and everything, and they charged me like $700, and they literally look like my son Simon did them himself as his art project. Like, these chicks came in and were so proud of their work. Like, I made these boxes on Amazon, and they look better than the balloons they delivered. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna finish getting ready. I'm gonna take some deep breaths because, like, my Vyvanse must be getting me, like, annoyed. I'm gonna have a coffee, and then I'm gonna show you these balloons. See, everybody gets caters and stuff. I am a decorator, but like when you're a housewife, you have to actually housewife. I'm like an actual housewife. Good light. I could like it. My slippers, I look at Like a kids section or those sections? They have some kids snacks. Then Ilka's dish will go here. And we're good.
I hate kids. You made us have New Year's resolutions. So what's yours?
Mine is to not invite any children to parties anymore except for my own. What's yours?
Mine is to be less helicoptering for my problem.
Janie! What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to, honest one?
Mine's to eat 203 calories a day, so maybe I lose some fucking weight.
Mine is to live within my means.
New Year's Eve was fun. I mean, after my balloons showed up horribly, it kind of set the tone for the evening. Everybody was great, and then an old friend showed up with her kids, and they were a little bit too wild for my taste, wilder than my kids. Ruined my party. I'm just saying. That's probably why I have no friends. I just, like, if you know that your kids are just, like, a bit wild, like, why wouldn't you leave them home? I feel like going forward, I just have to keep my circle small because every time I go out of my circle, it ends up being a hot mess.
Thank you so much, Max.
Phoebe, why are you having Max, an 8-year-old, do stuff for you?
I can't do anything. I'm just here. I'm just existing today. Barely.
I know that you think that you and Auntie Jane are besties, Max.
But
We are.
But she's a grown woman and you're a child.
So?
That's my demographic.
So?
Anyways, those kids.
They were the devil.
Okay, good. You're on that one.
I'm having it.
No, they were. Girl, I was okay until they came and the running started.
Wait, hold on. What's the ratio for this?
It was just so loud.
That's enough.
Okay.
And they were on the floor cleaning up poker chips.
And then
No. You can't just have Clamato juice and beer.
Wait, isn't that what that is?
Oh, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Did you
So the problem was that Max
Not
locked the
yet.
bathroom door, and as Max
I don't
locks
want
the
to
bathroom door, I'm like trying to open it, and they're screaming back and forth. And you know I never yell. Finally, I was like, I have enough.
Yeah.
The kids.
I missed that part because I was
You were in there having a
Dr.
Phil
Philly.
moment.
Oh, and Max locked the door.
Oh yeah.
You were having like a Dr. Phil moment. So Maximilian fell asleep, and I promised him we would do New Year's, and he fell asleep at 11:30, and he would not wake up. So here we are at 1 o'clock the next day. I reset up the room, cleaned the whole house, and we're having a do-over. Because in life, it doesn't work out, you just do it over. Guys, we are closing out our season, our 3rd season, and I'm so glad that you've been with us for 3 seasons. I'm glad that you subscribe, and I'm glad that you follow me on TikTok. I am really enjoying sharing all of my drama, dirt, life, family, friends with you guys. I want to thank you for the support. Being average is not easy, but it is when I have fans like you. So, we're gonna take a break because everybody needs a little break. Get our weight back in order because we've gotten a little chubby over the holidays, and we'll be back in a few weeks. We're going to open with an amazing episode. I need to make sure you're subscribed, otherwise you're not going to know when that episode comes out. So make sure you're subscribed. Have a great break and stay toxic, my friends.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite housewife, Izzy. Don't forget to subscribe.